All right, do we get sound? Yeah, we get sound. How is everyone doing? I'm losing my mind because of the sound situation. It works always right before I go live. And then, yeah, my mic is supposed to come down here, but it doesn't. But now it's all fine because for this one, I'm only going to use headphones anyway. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Lamp is not doing great. Yeah, there's 2 spots for light bulbs on it, and neither has a light bulb in it right now. So it's a pretty useless lamp. Let me adjust this guy a little bit. Now let me play you something else. It's on shuffle, but I actually played the Clar thing again. Maybe this one. This is cool. Yeah, this stream playlist that I have is all unreleased stuff, so I don't get taken down for copyright. So, yeah. Those are some monster-sized headphones. I know, right? Yeah, they're pretty big. They're the Hyphaman Arias, which are the only headphones I can work with. Or like the only ones that, yeah, actually work. All right. Yeah, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is still enjoying not having to be doing all the things all the time. I'm certainly enjoying the sort of more chill time. I have time to do stuff like this. And yeah, it's actually like this week has been like super nice for the first time this year. It's been like plus 15 Celsius today in Finland, so it's pretty crazy. Are these available to watch after? Yeah, should be. This one specifically might be a bit tough because it has copyrighted material, or like all of it is going to be copyrighted material. Well, what's going on with my hair? Wow. So it might get taken down. I hope it doesn't, but yeah. Usually I'll try to save the VODs just so, yeah, just so you know. And they should stay up. Oh, wow, that's bright. Nope. They should stay up for 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Did you have breakfast? Yes, I did. Great breakfast, actually. Just some porridge and berries and nuts and a croissant, actually. So yeah, it was good. All right. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for doing the cover. It was pretty amazing, actually. I really liked it. Yeah, I was supposed to do something real today as the track, actually. But I tried opening the project and it was just like not happy at all. Like it's just way too heavy to load in the stream, so I'll have to work something out for that one. But then luckily people had some great suggestions on Instagram, so here we are. Let me go here. Wait, where? Here. There we go. All right. Yeah, so there's the playlist. Let's play something more. There's a more housey one as well.
Get moving.
Oh, there's the one I did on Instagram a couple of months ago.
Let's get moving.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the plan for today. Some Lovin. $1 million question: how to release music with Axtone? I have no idea. Yeah, I think they hit me up ages ago, just like feeling some of my things, and then I sent some things to them, and then nothing happened. And then I played this one for them, and then they liked it, and then nothing happened. And then like 2 years later, it came out. But yeah, it's I have no idea like how their process usually works, but it was really slow for me. So yeah, this is the project. We are here looking at 148 tracks and 2 auxes, which I'm probably not using because these are like preset Logic auxes, looks like. So probably just 148 tracks. So, yeah, I mean, I wrote down some questions that people send on Instagram and stuff. But other than that, just let me know if you have any questions at any point, and I'll try to go through them. But yeah, let's start with the intro. Yeah, let me just talk about this for a second, actually. So this project, you may be able to see that it's called Moonrise. That's what the track was called originally when I just made the instrumental. Let's see actually if I can have a listen. Nope, there's not a version here. Maybe I have one. Nope. All right, I don't have an MP3 of it. Of just the instrumental. But basically, I did the instrumental, and it, I can remember exactly because it's been, yeah, like you can tell, it's been 5 years. But yeah, I did the instrumental. Then my publishing A&R, Anton from Universal, sent the track to the Swedish writers, Julia, Anton, and Elin, who did the vocal for it. And then that was that, basically. But yeah, the track was pretty simple and bare bones when I first did it, and then then my publisher sent it to those guys to do the vocal, and then I finished the track around that. So yeah, let's go. All right, let's stop there. We have some noise here, some atmosphere. What else? Not much else. Then this guy, which is politics, and it has the arpeggiator on it. Here's the arpeggiator. Yeah, it's just on the fastest setting. I think no, it's actually tempo synced. Probably. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, and it's just going up the pentatonic scale, and then there's some effects on it, like Valhalla and Echo Boy, and Oligarch Chorus, which is one of my favorite chorus plugins. Yeah, Echo Boy is the thing that's like doubling it up. I love Echo Boy. It's just the coolest delay. Then Wolf Compressor, just sort of like mushing it all together. And then this guy, which is cool, it's called Lossy. What it does basically, it emulates like bad MP3 or video compression, so it just like makes things sound like they've been sampled of an old YouTube video or something. Then some percussion, the snare, and yeah, once again, nothing is color coded, so or named, so I'm like, yeah, really flying blind here because I haven't opened this project in like 4 years. Yeah, so the snare looks like it's from a loop. Let's see, this is probably the other part of the loop. Now, what am I doing here? Why is the snare doubled up? I have no idea. But yeah, looks like that's what I did. I doubled up the snare to just bring it up more. And this is the loop. SPDRM 100 stereo 2. Right. So the original is a bit more broken up, and then I just made it straight. All right, let's look at stereo 2. Let's see if I can actually find what sample pack it's from. Yeah, so it's the Sample Magic Synthwave pack. And yeah, that's where the drums come from, or like the kick and the snare. How do you put your drum samples in a folder? You mean like the Logic folder? It's just whatever the folder key command is. For me, it's Shift Command F. Then at this point, I was really into using the kick from Swedish House Mafia Greyhound, because it's just the sine wave, like a clean sine, or like sine wave-ish kick. It has a little bit of clipping in it, but it's just sounds good and always kind of works because it's just a pure, almost pure sine wave. So that's what's doubling the kick to give it some more oomph. And then there's one more layer. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So there's Simmons sample. Yeah, Simmons SDSV sample from Real Machines, the Addictive Drums library. I mean, yeah, you can just use any Simmons sample to get that sound. But it's like the quintessential 80s snare sound, so worked out cool. Right. So that's the intro of the intro. Right. So that's the next part. Is the main part of the intro. Then some more stuff comes in the drums. Somebody asked, how do you process the kick? And I did not. There's nothing on the kick. Yeah. Neither of the kicks has any processing on them. It's just like, that's what the samples sound like. Right. So then we have some more drums coming in. Just this like hi-hat sort of kick layer. Yeah, I think that's actually an important thing to think about, is that like if like your samples don't fit together at all, and you don't see an easy way to making them fit with processing, just get another sample. Like, life is too short to be like mangling things together for ages to make them fit together if they don't fit together from the start, or like almost fit together from the start. I think like your time is better spent on like finding better samples rather than like trying to process everything to fit together. Of course, that's just like a very general rule, but I think it's helpful to like go sound selection first, and then if you have an issue you need to fix it, but like try to pick sounds that fit together from the start. All right, then the chords. yeah, a lot of people asked about chords. Is it still too bright? No, it's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the sort of main chord patch. Reveal in Finder. So this is where the chords come from. I wish I knew what the project for this is, because then I could show you. But it's just like a sample I made. Just like a saw synth and a quick arpeggiator, and sounds like some guitar amps on some synths and stuff. And some bit crusher. And an actual real guitar actually as well, yeah. Yeah, so this is a bulk of the samples. Yeah, I don't think I can find the actual like sample project anywhere. It might actually have been done on an older computer, because I can see it's from 2014, and I only got this computer in 2015. So, yeah, might have been on my old one. But yeah, like most of the sound comes from like what's in the sample. It's been pitched down by 1. Then there's OTT, quite heavy. But it works for this sample because there's no like hi-hats or anything. It's just like boosts the brightness of what's already in there. Then some random EQ cuts. And some Valhalla delay and Wolf compressor. Yeah, maybe nowadays I would maybe cut the tail, because it sort of... That's actually kind of cool. Yeah. Never mind. All right, so then the chords just do the progression. Yeah, I won't change my 4-year-old track. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it does. And then this is the bass, I think. Right, so it's just one sound, basically. Even though, like, I think this one only has like a... Let's see what the difference is. I think the difference is that, like, these have the longer notes, so they have probably some different envelope settings. All right. So the basic sound is Poly 6. Boring. Actually, yeah, let me take all of this off. So I think this is just the default preset of when you open Poly 6. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, very close to it. Oh shit, now I can't get back to the sound. What do I do? Probably just copy this guy here. Let's see. Does it crash? Nope. But that's not the right sound either. Maybe this one. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so it's the default patch of Poly 6, but just the release closed down, I think. I won't try it again. Line some BX control to make the low-end mono, because it's like, there's a lot of unison going on here. Yeah, like 6 voices of unison. So it's going to be like all over the place and phasing and stuff if you don't mono it. Sometimes it's cool, but like to leave the low end wider as well, but yeah, here I think it's better to keep it mono. OTT, always. Wolf compressor. Yeah, this actually makes a big difference. just like boosts the fundamental and cuts away some of the like there's like very low mids. Then this is what's making the bulk of the sound. Right, so Isotope Trash 2, one of my favorite saturation distortion boxes. So it works in two stages here. There's quite a lot of stages if you want to use them, but first there's a saturation. A lot of the sound actually comes from here, which is the convolution part, which you can use to either add like convolution delay or convolution reverb, sorry, or like these more sort of experimental sounds. So yeah, it's the effects electric gate convolution setting on the trash. Then some vintage warmer, which is one of my favorites. Super heavy. Then, because the low mids are getting kind of out of control because there's so much saturation being added that the sort of the fundamental sort of gets duplicated into the higher harmonics. It's good to clean it up a little bit. So this is doing the cleaning. Yeah, so what this is a multi-band compressor. You can basically do this with any multi-band compressor, but I just find that this is very easy and quick to find. So the frequencies you want to get rid of. So those are the two ranges that are being brought down. Yeah, it just cleans it up quite heavily. And then some more cleaning up. And Kickstart is doing the side chaining on the default setting at 100%. Cool, so that's the bass. Do you recommend compressing before equalizing? I don't really have a preference. Yeah, I mean, most of the time I like here, like I've sort of done the compression before EQ. It just depends. Whatever's bothering me the most, I'll try to fix that first and then go from there. If the dynamic range is all over the place, or like it's not hype enough, then I'll try to fix that first. But then if there's like a frequency range that's bothering me, then I'll attack that. But I don't really have a preference for that. Some percussion guys here. Yeah. Always room for a cowbell. I don't even know why they call that a cowbell in the rolling machines, but yeah, I like that sound a lot. All right, what else? Oh yeah, these chords as well. There's the other half of the chords. Or it's not. It's just another saw layer for the synth chords. Just sort of like, yeah, doubling those guys. So that one is reverse synth, simple analog strings, and 2 patches of Prophet, Arturia Prophet. Just a very simple. Oh wow. That's probably not how it sounds. There's probably some fuckery going on with the polyphonic settings, because I'm pretty sure it would be like this on the record. But I have no idea. Wait, what? I'm not in. Very interesting. Or maybe I need to. Well, I have no idea. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's missing the. Well. Anyway, maybe it's this. All right, that was that. It was stuck in unison for some reason. All right, so this is not working for some reason. Maybe there's some old plugins that don't work anymore. All right, there we go. So there's the keyboard that sort of does the accents on the bass notes. I don't think that sound is right either, but you get the idea. So this one is just the Logic retro synth doing like an old DX7 style E-piano sort of thing. Then some Valhalla with 10 seconds of decay time, because of course. Right, some more drums coming in on the second half. Just some hi-hats. Yeah, very simple stuff. This is from the Charouz 808 pack, which is great. It's free, I think, and it's just like the best sort of like clean, well-recorded 808 pack there is. Also like a pre-clap that comes like right before the snare to like double up. Yeah, double up the snare. Yo, how's it going, Voland? Love your stuff. Yeah, I finally took the plunge. I've seen you doing some cool stuff on here, so. Yeah, that's bothering me way too much now. Sorry, I have to fix this. I think it's supposed to be just the... Yeah, this one. There we go. Yeah, this is what happens when you have like years old projects and you don't bounce stuff down to audio. Is that like stuff just starts getting weird? But yeah, this is the sound now. Just very simple, like analog style. And the reason I have them doubled up like that is that the Prophet emulation is well done in the regard that it's got some subtle variations. So if you double it up and just spread it out, you'll get this nice stereo image. This is not true for all synths, because if you have stuff that's not analog modeled, then you're not going to get the width, because they're going to be exactly the same thing on both sides. Lex Trap Crash. For some reason, the waveform is not the right way around, but yeah, always on everything. Right. All right, let's stop there. First, some atmospheric stuff from Omnisphere. I used that on everything for a while. I still use it quite a lot. It's just a nice sound. It's the let's see, abandoned one sound on Omnisphere. Lenno, this question is important. How do you space the synths to not sound very mono, you know? I think it's just like, this is a good trick. Like what I did here is to just have an analog modeling plugin and double it up and hard pan it left and right. That's like instant width. Yeah, like that's a very easy way to do it. But then here on this guy, it's actually not that wide. Like the only thing that's super wide is the arps, but everything else is sort of central, and then like only the vintage verb is sort of like giving it this wide tail. But I think actually like it's important to have this sort of separation between like to have the wide sounds, but also to have the narrow sounds in there, because like if everything is wide, then nothing is wide. So I think it's like here, yeah, it's important to give the ear like something that's in mono in order for the wide sounds to really sound wide. So you have to be careful to also fill in the center, because I think it's pretty easy to get stuff wide, but you don't really register it as wide if you don't have anything in the center. So yeah, it's a like you have to play both sides of the card. All right. So that's that. Then for the sort of main keys. Wow, this is heavy. Yeah, let me actually move to this channel so we don't destroy my CPU. So there's like an electric grand sort of sound, which comes from Sculpture, which is like a Logic physical modeling plugin, which I have no idea how to use, but it looks cool and it makes cool sense. So I'll sometimes scroll through the presets. I mean, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just like a bit too much. So there's the sound on its own, and then with processing, yeah. Then another sound from Alchemy. Yeah, which is just like this warbly vinyl sound. And the chords look like this, if anybody wants to transcribe them from the piano roll. Yeah, this is a nice chord. It's like a suspended and a major chord at the same time. And here actually, yeah, let's talk about harmony, because people ask about it all the time. Here you can see like I keep a common tone between the different chords all the time. So that's helping. Like here, like this tone is common throughout all the chords, and then like here, this is almost on every chord except for that one. Yeah, I think it's important to like try to always find common notes between the chords you play, because that's a way, like that way you're gonna get like it's just gonna make everything sound more cohesive. So yeah, do that. Yeah. So those are the chords for the breakdown. Some sub drops from the Kashmir pack and like a reverb kick. What's the processing on this keyboard sound? Yeah, it's just Sculpture through CLA guitar. and oligarch chorus and Vogue, which is just adding up like a bit of distortion. Yeah, nothing crazy actually. Like the sound itself is very close already, or like fairly close. Yeah, CLA guitar does a lot of the job, and just bringing it like more in front. Yeah. Then there's some Kraftwerk inspired bells from Alchemy. Yeah, so those go through a Wolf compressor to sort of take the edge off, then some EQ. Just to clean it up a little, and then Valhalla Vintage Verb. Yeah, Vintage Verb is, I think it had just come out around the time I did this track, probably. So it's on everything here. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, vocal gated pad. So it's just the vocal. Pitched down an octave with sound shifter. A 16th note tremolo, which yeah gives it that gated effect. Then there's like the filter bank version of the Logic vocoder. So it's like an effect that you can put on stuff. It sort of makes everything sound like a vocoder. And then some EQ, delay, and bit crushing. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird on its own, but it just gives you like a little hint of what's to come below here. Rame! Yeah, like all the Valhalla effects, they're like endgame for pretty much everything. Right, so then vocal. Yeah, so that's mostly all the effects are already printed to the acapella. Yeah, so it's like I didn't have to do that much. They're the same, like Julia and Anton also did a lot of the Galantis stuff. I can't remember which one, but like one of the early big ones. So they have this kind of sound on lock. Oh, that's a cool thing. Like a little like a little robotic double. It's just Bitspeak by Sonic Charge, which is a Swedish like little I think it's just one guy who makes these like cool plugins. There's like a Speak and Spell emulator. I just love it. Yeah, like it sounds amazing. Like you like yeah, it's just like a fun little thing. Yeah, it just like gives it a little octave double. not go there yet. So there's the sort of the chorus bit, I guess. So we have the chords sort of filtering in. And also bass doubling. Just to sort of give you a sense of like the rhythm that's gonna come in like 12 bars later. Filtered kick. Yeah, that's the keyword we already went through. We already went through. Vocal stays the same mostly. Yeah, there's like didn't do much to it, just some de-essing. Listening to it now, I could have done a bit more, but yeah, if Sooth was around this time, I would have cleaned it up a little bit more, but some claps. Yeah, very normal sounding claps. This one's a bit drier, and then this is a wider one. And they have some effects on them, just yeah, taming some of the higher frequencies, and then a bit of decapitator. Decapitator is a great way to take the sort of quick right transients of things, even if you have it like sort of subtle like that. It just sort of like softens everything. Like here I also have the tone turned down a little bit, but yeah, it's a great tool for that, even though it's quite an old saturation thing, but still it works great for stuff like that. An ARP looks like from Spire. The Arisen. Oops. Keep on like changing the song. Yeah, from just the default presets of Spire. And then that gets bounced down here. Oh, that's cool. So this is sort of like just pulsing at 16th notes to like give it a more plucky feel. Yeah. It is a good way. If you have a thing that 16th notes only, then it's a good way of like giving it more pulse. This wave delay, just making it wider and then kickstart. Making it pump. Another layer for the synth. More Spire stuff. This is from the Sample Magic SM101 synthwave sounds, I think. Yeah, that's the chorus bit basically. How's that filtered chord sound made? Yeah, I went through that earlier already. I can play the sample one more time. So there's the main chord thing. So that's just a sample that I made, chopped up and played on the sampler. And this was probably done like months before I did the actual track. So for me, I try to like have separate sessions for like just making cool sounds and then like figure out a way to use them later. Right. Yeah, there's a cool guitar in there as well. Yeah, so that's what's getting filtered down here. For the filtering, I'm using the Goodhertz Low-Hi, which is one of my favorite filter plugins. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash, please. No fun. Beach ball of death. Let's see. Yeah, Logic Pro X not answering. Well, this was fun. Yeah, let me force quit Logic and play you guys some music. Wow. All right. Let's play some music and we'll restart Logic. Oh yeah, actually this would be a good time to look at the chat. Sorry. Show us the bass of the drop. Let's see. Auto saved, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Can you show us how to make the ARP? Which ARP? Yeah, I will. The bass. I already went through the bass once, but I can show it again. Yeah, it's just polysix through some isotope. Do you use... Oh, there's a cool bit.
Let's get moving.
Yeah. Is this something you made for fun? Yeah, I guess like it's just like another, like a bit more housey thing. The ARP of the main chords. Oh right, yeah, I can't tell you sadly because this is the like I only have this thing. I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably like. All right, here we go. No, not again. No. All right. All right, that works. Whoa. Nope. Oh, wow. Yeah. Man. All right. No? Yes? No? Yeah. All right. Yeah, sorry. I can't remember what I did for use for this. But it sounds like it's probably one of my like it's just like a saw synth through some bit crusher with a quick arpeggiator, and then yeah, try that pentatonic scale. Just yeah, fast pentatonic scale. It always works for arps. All right, are we ready for the drop? That sounds like the world's worst EDM DJ. Here we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, I might be actually in my sample pack. I think like Lenno chop this. No, not that one. Maybe this one. No. Chop this. No, it's not this one, but it's similar kind of vibe. Anyway. Focus. Let's go. This sound is here. Probably some like, oh yeah, flanging from Satin is giving it that sort of like, yeah. Satin is one of the coolest flangers, but it's like a bitch to use because of this, all of this. So you have to like bounce it down and stuff. But yeah, Satin is giving it that sort of calm filter feeling. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Here, so this is the main chords. Same sample again. OTT at 39%. EQ. Valhalla, short haul. Some Wolf compressor at 0%. Yeah, so this is not doing anything. Some Pro Q just taming the highs a little bit, and more of this guy. Yeah, that's the main chords. All right, so then people wanted to know about the bass, so let's go through it again. So, Poly 6 on the default setting of Poly 6. OTT, Wolf compressor, EQ, just boosting the lows. Then there's the big guy. Saturation. And convolution through the electric gate setting. Some more cleanup of the mids. Crazy multi-band limiting from Vintage Former. And then kickstart. That's the bass. Yeah, for the vibes. Always for the vibes. Yeah. Let's see. Drums don't do much else here. Just another kick layer coming in. That's muted for some reason. Oh, maybe this. Oh yeah, here we go. So, yeah, I have some old plugins that I don't use anymore, and they don't work. So, yeah, if something is muted, yell at me, and I'll try to find why it is so. Some more cymbals. Yeah, there's like a little slowed down snare here. Just a tape stop effect on the snare. Because there was nothing happening on that snare hit, so had to fill in the blanks somehow. Synths we have here, couple. Just like a basic poly synth guy from Serum. Yeah. And then oligarch chorus. OTT at 34%. Wolf compressor, CLA guitar. Some more EQ. Yeah, this is one of my favorite sounds on Omnisphere is this ensemble omniphonia strings. It's just like a weird pulse width modulation guy. Then I have Ubermod from Valhalla on the 330 setting. And some more vintage verb. Of course. Oh, there we go. There's another ARP, actually. So there's actually a cool sound. An arpeggiator doing this thing. Fast notes. 30-second triplet. Some big crusher. Oligarch chorus. CLA guitar. Some EQ. Primal Tap, little Primal Tap, which is one of my favorite, like, dirty delay plugins. Yeah, it sounds like really bad on its own, but it just like melts into the mix nicely. And then there's just taking away some of the highs. There we go. Yeah, so all the synth layers together sound like this. And then that combines with this guy, which is like the main synth. All right. Then some crashes on every beat. Because of course. Some toms. All right. Yeah, that's sort of the main elements here. And as you can see, like, my organization is all over the place, but such is life. Wow. Nope. All right, let me go higher. Oh, the buffer is already at full. All right. Pray to every god that this works. Thanks for praying. Here we go. So, the lead, which is nice. Let's have a listen to the lead. So there's the sound on its own. Just a very simple diva mogi sort of thing. Yeah. And then some oligarch chorus, axis. Easy mix. Oh wow, that's nice. This is one of my favorite like things to try on. Like this has all sorts of like little effects and stuff on it. Yeah, it's just like a lot of metal presets and stuff. But I just like scroll through and try stuff on. Like looks like there's like fuck my faster, so fuck my master. Like there's like a mastering preset, but I just put it on the same thing. It sounded cool, so I didn't know if I did that because it's so long ago. But that's probably what I did. Some edge delay, EQ. Yeah, so that's the lead. Then the cool part is this guy. Let's see. So you can see that this says TalkBox source, which is this preset that I sent out to my TalkBox, and then actually recorded the TalkBox. So this is just the sound as it was sent to the TalkBox, and then yeah, it sounds like this on its own. So I'm just like, yeah, doing the thing with the tube in my mouth. With 2 octaves. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm gonna read the whole Vincent music comment in a second. But I have to go through this first. Deflector, there's like a modified distorter plugin. Then another one of these like Waves signature plugins. Satin, just some saturation and stuff. CLA guitar, all default as always. Then I have this guy, the Faraday limiter, which is just like, yeah, I have the attack at 0.1x, which means it's like super fast, so it's just like catching some of the peaks. Echo bar for a delay, and that's it. That's the whole thing. So, and then I have this one as a layer for the lead as well. Just to give it a bit more attack. Alrighty. So all the leads together sound like this. Nope. All right. So that's let's see. Yeah, that's not the sound. I think this is just the I don't know what this is from actually. And because I named it HHH, I can't tell you. But it's just like a slap bass, Jesus Christ. Thing that sounds like that, and then a bunch of OTT on it, and stuff like that. Alrighty. There's this quick bass note thing, which is just the main bass patch, but yeah, it just plays faster. Speed Demon has some ozone on it, or like an ozone, like a imager. Right. We'll get through this together. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, so that's the verse. Drums keep on rolling as before. Yeah, so this is more or less the intro, but just with the vocal on top. Actually, looking at it, it's exactly like the intro, but just with the vocal. All right. Yeah, let me look at the chat a little bit. Oh yeah. How to Lenno. 1. Make chords of old samples of a loop with keyboard art, maybe some guitar and synth. Slap on some hard-hitting, tight drums. Add some reverb ambience. Add a groovy bass line. Slap on some additional layers with some weird delay or reverb echo effects. Make a wobbly lead that sounds like inflatable dancing tube mountain you can see at gas stations and stuff. That's a very accurate explanation of what I do. Yeah. Basically that's all I do every day. How do you mix all those synth layers so it doesn't peak in the master? Because I think we all go crazy when we add the bass and drums. I mean, let's see. I think picking the master is not a huge deal. Let's see if I pick the master. I don't. Yeah, but like if your master is peaking, just like select all the tracks. Like I'm not gonna do it actually, but maybe I'll just do a couple of tracks here. Yeah, there we go. Just select all your tracks and drag the faders down by 10 dB. And that solves your problem of the master peaking. Then if you need more loudness, like just do stuff on the master. Yeah, it's not peaking. But then I just have the limiter bringing up the level. So I think it's like, yeah, you can just drag all the faders down and that will solve the whole issue of peaking the master. Yeah, you can also just put a gain plugin on the master, but yeah, that's just another way of achieving the same thing. Because like nowadays, it doesn't matter if you if you go too hot into the master either. So whatever you fancy. You don't seem to have any effects aux tracks. Yeah, I don't, and I still don't like. I like to get my sort of like ambient effects and reverbs. Like, usually I use them as inserts just so I can manage, because like my sound sort of relies on sidechaining quite a bit, and like the tails the effects tails being cut off, and I can't really manage that aspect of the sound if it's on an aux. So So yeah, I prefer for my own stuff. I prefer like using inserts and printing the effects. All right, let me see if I can get the lighting to work a little bit better this time. There we go. Please don't crash and burn. Great content. All right, now you can see how hot it is in here because my face is gonna get all shiny. Lenno is moving, tense moment. All right, let's go. Let's see. Can I see my face? Can you see my face a little bit better? There we go. Yeah, my hair is still terrible. Wow. All right. Yeah, it's hot in here. Sorry. All right, let's stop there. Thank you, Volant. Let's go. So this bit is just basically the same as the first time the keys come in. So we already went through those. Wow. All right. Sorry for cutting it off there again. This is just the same electric ground patches. And that's from this guy, I think. Clean, cool vibes from Alchemy. Let me take this off the master because it's probably... Yeah, that was the culprit. So let's just use some bullshit old limiting from courtesy of Waves. So what's going on here is my Madian moment. I think I get a pass though because he's played this out a couple of times. So I think he doesn't hate me for it. So the same chords again, the same lead again. You don't need to sample it off Twitch. You can just get it on Splice. It's the from the Sample Magic Synthwave pack. SPDRM stereo. Look for it. All right. Right. So this is actually my favorite part on the whole song is this guy. Let me bring it up by 20 dB so you can hear what it's doing. Essential. Yeah. I'm from Finland. I have to like heavy metal synths. Yeah, it's just 30-second notes playing like random E flat minor scale notes. Then there's this guy. That's basically everything that there is in the song. I think I covered everything. Yeah. Yeah. Just some effects and stuff. Reverse of the... Right. Yeah, does anybody have any questions? Let me look at the chat a little bit. We want to Lenno sample pack the ones who don't have Splice. Just get Splice for 1 month and download my pack and cancel your subscription. Don't tell them I said that. Yeah, there's another one coming up as well. But like for real though, like Splice is just so good for everything. Like all the samples you could ever need. That like I think it's just like way too good of a deal to not get it. And also the second sample pack is coming soon on Splice, so get ready for that. Where did you get the effects? Let's see. Looks like Vengeance. Yeah, Vengeance Essential House 4. Yeah, Vengeance Essential House 4 is the GOAT for like this kind of like... I mean, they actually like sampled Madian for that pack, I think, and Madian got really mad at them for a very good reason. So yeah, it's a lot of... But this is just a very basic housey thing. All right, what else? What's the key to get such a loud mix master as you're achieving? I don't think there's like a super loud mix. Let's see. Let's not see. Jesus. Okay, no. What else is there? Metering. Loudness meter. I guess it's kind of loud. Yeah, like -6-ish. Yeah, I think like the key is to not like, for me, mastering doesn't have much, if anything, to do with loudness. Like loudness, and even mixing is not a huge part of loudness. Loudness to me is all about the sound selection and the writing of the music. Like this is a very loud sort of part. Like everything, like all the chords are big and the drums are like banging hard. And the part is very intense. Like there's like no space to breathe, basically. Like it's like all full on everything. So to me, like loudness doesn't have much to do with the, like as much to do with the technical side as it does with the sort of arrangement and writing and sound selection. Like I think if you don't get loud sounds from the start, then it's a losing battle. So that would be the my like sort of starting point. But of course, the technical stuff does matter as well. Let's see. I mean, yeah, for this one, my master chain is not doing much. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it's like, for me, it's all about like, yeah, writing loud parts, and that's how you get loudness. Not like putting the thing on the master. Like that's just like not how it works. Of course, like a great mastering engineer who knows what they're doing with clipping and stuff, it's gonna help a lot. And also a mastering engineer can hear if there's like a build-up of certain frequencies in the mix, and then they can cut those frequencies out, and then you get more headroom, so you can like boost stuff higher. So that stuff matters as well, but I just think people have it a bit backwards usually when it comes to loudness. To expect loudness to be a factor of mastering when it doesn't really have that much to do with mastering. And I should say, like, it's the perception of loudness, not necessarily like what the meters say. Like this is also like there's not that much, like there's quite a lot of like bright sounds happening, which also helps it feeling a little bit louder. Yeah. All right, let's go one more time through everything. Yeah, I think we have pretty much everything covered. Oh, this is one of my favorite sample packs. It's called Drums of War, and it's just like the biggest. Yeah, like if we listen to the original sound, it doesn't sound that big actually, but yeah, it's like a sample pack called Drums of War, which just has this like crazy cinematic drums and stuff. Show the master plugins again, please. I will, but please understand that they don't matter. Right, so oh yeah, another thing is that like, yeah, this one I mastered myself just because like I can't remember why. I think it would have, or maybe I didn't. Maybe it was them at Wired. I don't know. So I have the Waves 2500 API. Nowadays I would use the UID, but that's what I was using at the time. Yeah, the UID is like this one of the only exceptions where UID is like clearly better. Then the Axis, which is an interesting choice for the master bus because it cuts away quite a lot of the high end, but works here pretty well though. some multiband compression to sort of soften the high mids a little bit. And then this is, oh yeah, this is a good tip. This is one of my favorite plugins for getting more brightness and thickness in the, getting more brightness in the high top end and then getting more thickness in the low end. Like, listen to this. Yeah, obviously, like this track already is pretty heavily affected, so but you can tell that, like, it's just like a nice way of getting more of like either highs or lows if you're missing any. This is a free plugin, so go get it. It's called Revival by Slate. It's the only thing I use on this guy. I haven't got into any of this stuff. Then some satin. Just doing whatever satin is doing. And then I have had the Limitless here, but because it's so heavy, especially with the oversampling and stuff, on the CPU, I just replaced it with the L2. How do you get samples into the project in Logic? Well, I just search for stuff on either Splice or the Spotlight, and then I just drag them in. Yeah, most of the time, like I have some drum samplers as well, but most of the time, like samples, I just like to drag them in because then I can really see what's going on and do like intricate fades and stuff. Sometimes I do use the XO by Excellent Audio to find like cool samples that I didn't know I had, and then I use the Splice app as well just to find samples. But like personally, how do you example drag a kick into the project? By dragging a kick into the project, like kick.wave. So there's the kick, and then I just drag it in. And then it's in the project. That's all it takes. That's a nice kick, by the way. Yeah, you just drag in stuff to the timeline and it just places it here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been going for an hour and a half. Yeah, does anybody have any more questions? Because I think I'm out of answers. Because, yeah, I think we've pretty much gone through everything that there is to go through. I can put some delay on my voice. It's always nice. Ricky Reed does that on his stream, and it's hilarious. Wait, which one is it? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, does anybody have any more questions? Guitar tips. That's a separate stream probably. I want to do like a proper guitar stream where I like play my favorite songs and yeah, talk about playing guitar more. But like for me, for guitar, I think the most important part is to just play a lot and to be able to sing everything you play in your head. Like if you're learning a part, like don't just learn the positions on the fretboard, but actually learn how to sing it in your head so you know the music by heart. Because that way you also build this bank of musical knowledge that you can also use when writing new parts for your productions and stuff. So yeah, try to not treat it as like just playing on the guitar, but actually like thinking of it as like everything. All the music is basically like different kinds of building blocks in your head. Yeah, Shroom is going in. Drum samples recommendation, Oliver. And the new Lenno pack coming at the end of next month on splice.com/sounds. Let me play you some more from the Lenno Splice pack volume 2. is gonna have all kinds of nice drum fills and stuff like this, or this. Oh no, this. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna play more because then people are gonna sample them. What else is there? How do you organize the CPU, RAM, etc.? I don't. Like you can tell, like my computer is dying and my CPU is at like 92 degrees. So I don't think about it and I hope for the best. Which instruments can you play except for guitar and piano? I play a little bit of bass, but not great. And I play even smaller bit of drums, even worse. But yeah, mostly guitar and keys. Guitar is my first instrument, and keys I just sort of learned to play to get stuff into the computer. Are you classically trained in guitar? Yeah, actually, I am. I played classical guitar for 7 years when I was a kid. What's happening on Saturday at the stream? I don't know yet. Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, I'm all ears. Probably just making something from scratch again, because that's always fun. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, let me know. How much RAM do you have? Yeah, I have 16 gigs as well. I have the 2014 model of the MacBook Pro, so it's starting to get a little bit old. I'm thinking of getting a new one soon, but I'm just like too lazy to go through all of that. Have you played live? Yeah, a bunch. I'm not super huge into touring, so I'm happy I get to do what I do in the studio most of the time. But when it's the right kind of show, I like it a lot. Have you played? That's the question. Do you do video games? Yes, I do. Yeah, mostly FIFA and chess. I play a lot of chess on Lead Chess. So if anybody wants to try me, let me know. Logic Pro versus FL Studio. I've never tried FL properly. Like I've been in sessions where people used it and then I have to like try my way around it. It's not for me, like the way it's like patterns inside patterns, and like it's just like I like Logic where everything is in one window and like you don't get into these wormholes of stuff. But the results you can get with FL are insane. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, I have heard about Magnus Carlsen. Yeah, please. Yeah, I'll someday I'll do a chess stream as well. Make all you guys watch me beat your asses. Yeah, Temple Remix walkthrough is coming for sure. All right. Yeah, I think we're just about done here then. Unless now somebody has a question about this track, because I'm never going to open this project again. It's like melting down my computer. Yeah, it's been another very nice hour and a half. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Why is it called Moonrise? I can't remember. Probably just the way it sounds. Yeah, I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I mean, like, it could be, like, I really liked the viewer sample thing we did the other week, where people sent in their samples and then I flipped them. It could be a way, something cool to, like, let people flip my samples as well, but then maybe, like, the logistics of it gets a little bit tough. But I'll think of a way to like get some more interaction going. I mean, it could be nice to just do another viewer sample thing as well, because it was so nice and people were into it. Hydration. All right. yeah, thank you so much for everyone to for bearing with me while my computer crashed and the project died and stuff. But yeah, we got through. Hopefully everybody got what they were looking for in this walkthrough. Yeah, a lot of people asked for it, so I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's always fun to go through old projects and see like what I would have done differently now. And I think this is gonna be a weekly thing from now on, the project walkthroughs. So keep the suggestions coming, and I'll try to go through old stuff. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon.